Namaskar and welcome to the news for Hearing Impaired, the top stories. CBI's crackdown on corruption cases arrests former Air Force Chief SP Tyagi in connection with the Augusta Westland deal, filed charge sheet against former Union Telecom Minister Tyagi Maran for allegedly helping a private TV channel owned by his brother. Over 100 crore rupees seized in the nationwide searches on black money hoarders. CBI raids at New Delhi's Chandni Chowk branch of Axis Bank unearths 100 crore rupees in about 44 fake accounts. Prime Minister to inaugurate 350 crore rupee cheese plant in Asia's largest dairy at Disa in Banaskantha district in Gujarat. Prime Minister to also address a meeting of farmers and cooperative workers. All tourists stranded in Havelock and Neil Islands in Andaman because of the cyclonic storm evacuated to safety by Navy and Air Force cyclonic storm vehicles. Over 56 killed in two separate suicide attacks in northeastern Nigeria. Terrorists used two schoolgirls as suicide bombers. And India makes a strong reply to England's first innings total of 400 runs thanks to unbeaten 107 knock second wicket partnership between Cheteshwar Pujara and Murali Vijay. R. Ashwin equals Kapil Dev's record of 23 5-wicket haul in Tests. Now the top stories in detail. In a big CBI crackdown on corruption cases, yesterday the Bureau arrested former Air Force Chief SP Tyagi over alleged irregularities in the Augusta Westland VVIP chopper deal worth 3,600 crores. He was arrested along with his cousin Sanjeev Tyagi and lawyer Gautam Khaitan after hours of questioning. The former air chief has been accused of abusing his official position by corrupt means. In connection with another high-profile case, the Bureau filed a charge sheet against the former telecom minister Tyagi Maran, his brother Kalanithi Maran and others in the illegal telephone exchange case. The CBI, which alleges a loss of rupees 1.78 crore to the Exchequer, has invoked provisions under the IPC and the Prevention of Corruption Act. Multiple raids by police across the country have unearthed several crores in new currency notes in joint operations. The Income Tax Department and police have till now confiscated over rupees 100 crores in new currency and around 127 kgs of gold from Chennai, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Maharashtra, Bengaluru and Gujarat. Around rupees 90 crore in new currency was seized from Chennai, the maximum till now, followed by rupees 5.7 crore from Bengaluru, rupees 85 lakh from Maharashtra, rupees 76 lakh from Gujarat and rupees 10 lakh from Haryana. In Delhi, a survey conducted by the Income Tax Department at Chandni Chowk branch of the Axis Bank led to discovery of 44 fake bank accounts with allegedly over rupees 100 crore stashed in them. Police and tax authorities have been on a war footing to probe instances of corruption, money laundering and large-scale hawala transactions in the wake of the demonetization decision announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on November 8th. On the back of 11 major decisions that aim to give a substantive push to the ongoing transition from a cash to less cash economy, the government yesterday launched the DigiDhan campaign, which includes an exclusive channel called Digishala TV that will create awareness on various modes of digital payments among the rural and suburban population and integrate them further with the digital platform. This free-to-air channel will inform people about various aspects of going digital like e-wallet, UPI, USSD, Aadhaar and usage of cards through talk shows and demonstrations. The services will create the groundwork for the inclusion of India's rural and marginalized sections into the digital platform. Meanwhile, government has given go-ahead to print plastic currency notes and procurement of material has started. RBI for long has been planning to launch plastic currency note after field trials. Plastic notes have an average life span of about 5 years and are difficult to imitate. Also, currency notes made of plastic are cleaner than paper ones. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will once again visit Gujarat today. He will inaugurate a cheese plant set up to the state-of-the-art technology at the cost of 350 crores at the Milk Cooperative Dairy Plant of Banas Dairy in Banaskantha district. Visiting the Disa town in Banaskantha district of North Gujarat after 28 years, Prime Minister Modi will also address farmers and milk producers from the region. Prime Minister will also inaugurate a whey plant which has a capacity of 40 metric ton per day. Milk of the famous Kankrej variety of cow of this area will be used to produce whey powder. The Prime Minister will address the public rally at airstrip ground in Banaskantha. Another significant step was taken in India's Act East policy yesterday when India signed civil nuclear cooperation agreement with Vietnam. The two countries also signed 3 other agreements to enhance aviation links to jointly work in the area of energy efficiency and promotion of parliamentary cooperation. The 4 pacts are aimed at boosting the relations between the two countries. Later, Vietnamese leader also called on Prime Minister Modi, who said the agreement on cooperation in peaceful uses of atomic energy will further strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership between India and Vietnam. Prime Minister also welcomed the increased parliamentary outreach between the two nations. The civil nuclear agreement with Vietnam, an influential East Asian nation, comes close on the heels of the India signing a similar pact with Japan. Food Minister Ram Vilas Paswan told Rajya Sabha that there was no shortage of wheat in the country and the decision to slash import duty from 10% to 0% was taken to cool down domestic prices, which have shown an upward trend in the recent weeks. The government has asserted that there is no shortage of wheat since there has been a bumper crop. Government yesterday assured the Parliament that there is no shortage of wheat in the country and slashing of import duty is not a permanent decision. Government said decision was necessary as domestic prices were rising. Fleet of 7 ships and 6 helicopters evacuated 2,376 tourists, including several foreign nationals, stranded in 2 islands of the Andamans due to cyclonic weather since December 5. Rescue operations was carried out jointly by Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force and Union Territory Administration. Meanwhile, according to the Met Department, the cyclonic storm Varda which was lying 250 kilometers northwest of Port Blair, is very likely to intensify into a severe cyclone. Very high-speed winds accompanied by heavy rainfall are expected, and the administration has advised general public to remain indoors. According to NDMA, the cyclone is likely to move northward for some time and then northwestwards and likely to cross Andhra Pradesh coast around evening of 12 December. Warnings have been issued to fishermen in the region. National Disaster Management Authority said sea condition would be rough to very rough. 2 schoolgirls suicide bombers killed 56 people and wounded dozens more in a coordinated attack on a crowded market in the northeastern Nigerian town of Madagali yesterday. The 2 bombers, who were disguised as customers, detonated their suicide belts at the section of the market selling grain and second-hand clothing. The bombings bore the hallmark of Islamist militant group Boko Haram, which has been waging an insurgency to set up state adhering to a strict interpretation of Muslim laws in the northeast. There was no immediate claim of responsibility. On to cricket, Murli Vijay and Cheteshwar Pujara led India's strong response on the second day of the fourth test at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The Indian duo added an unbeaten 107 for the second wicket as India ended the day's play at the comfortable 146 for 1, trailing England's total by 254. Earlier, Joe's Butler 76 pushed England's first innings total to 400. Ashwin's dream run in 2016 continues, meanwhile, as the off-spinner bagged his 23rd five-wicket haul. Indian spinners Ashwin and Jadeja shared the English wickets, among them with Jadeja scalping 4. And you can catch all the latest news from the world of politics, sports and business at DD News Twitter handle at DD News Live round the clock. And now here's a quick recap of the headlines. CBI's crackdown on corruption cases arrests former Air Force Chief SP Tyagi in connection with the Augusta-Westland deal, files charge sheet against former Union Telecom Minister Dayanidhi Maran for allegedly helping a private TV channel owned by his brother. Over 100 crore rupees seized in the nationwide searches on black money hoarders. CBI raids at New Delhi's Chandni Chowk branch of Axis Bank unearths 100 crore rupees in about 44 fake accounts. Prime Minister to inaugurate 350 crore rupee cheese plant in Asia's largest dairy at Disa in Banaskantha district in Gujarat. Prime Minister to also address a meeting of farmers and cooperative workers. All tourists stranded at Havelock and Neil Islands in Andaman because of the cyclonic storm evacuated to safer places by Navy and Air Force. Cyclonic storm vehicles. Over 56 killed in 2 separate suicide attacks in northeastern Nigeria. Terrorists used 2 schoolgirls as suicide bombers. And in Mumbai Test, India makes a strong reply to England's first innings total of 400 runs thanks to unbeaten 107-run second wicket partnership between Cheteshwar Pujara and Murli Vijay. R. Ashwin equals Kapil Dev's record of 23 five-wicket hauls in Tests. That's all in this newscast. News and updates continue on DD News. We will be back at 10:55 a.m. with news for hearing impaired. Namaskar.